put a name on the old one. The love and pain. I guess it can be a love and pain episode. But we got a couple special guests on the couch this evening, man. We have Jayleen and Nino on the couch with us tonight, man. Mm-hmm. You know, you guys, introduce yourselves and just, just let the people know a little bit about
you. Like he said, my name is Jayleen. I'm 23. I work a 9 to 5, but I also have my own. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own company, Kingdom Production and Records. So it's an independent label, but I basically do it all. Direct, work with artists, management, different things like that. I got a kid. Life's great.
Yeah. All right, Jayleen, man. Just talk about growing up in Macon, Georgia, man.
So, I'm actually I was born in Kissimmee, Florida.
Okay, yeah.
And then I moved here in 5th grade. So yeah, I was raised in Macon. Okay. I always felt kind of, I don't want to say different, but, like, when I first came to Macon, it was different because, like, down there is more like, you see more of a Hispanic culture and stuff like that. So when I came up here, it was more of like, because a lot of people don't notice about me, I'm Hispanic. I'm not, I ain't got no black, like, in me.
No black?
No, my mama Panamanian, my real dad is Dominican.
Okay.
So I came up here, everybody trying to touch my hair, everybody trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's a little awkward, but I feel like I've since then, I've became accustomed to the Macon culture. A lot of people have different viewpoints of Macon, but I love it. I feel like it's very homish. I feel like I ain't gonna say I would want to, live here, but it gets a little tiring. But from what I've experienced going to school here and stuff like that, I've learned a lot. You definitely grow a backbone growing up in Macon. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I didn't know that about you, but so did you grow up in a 1-parent home, 2-parent home?
Nah, I grew up in a 2-parent home. And then as I got older, eventually, split up or whatever. But that was different. My daughter, she's growing up in a 1-parent home, so it's kind of, a different dynamic. But I feel like, as long as the kids see the parents happy, it don't matter, like, together or not. Like, as long as you demonstrating a happy, image for them.
We'll expound on that a little bit later.
Cool.
For sure. But so coming up in school, like what kind of hobbies and stuff like were you into growing up, and who was Jayleen growing up? Before.
I did everything in high school. Now middle school, I wasn't really too involved. I was still figuring myself out. So middle school, I didn't really do too much. But high school, I ran track from 9th to 10th. I cheered 11th to 12th. And then I was in orchestra all, like, from 6th grade to 12th. So I'm classically trained on the violin. And then I was in every club you can think of.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So I was a nerd.
So you can work the violin?
I mean, if you give it to me, I'm going to have to, freshen up. But, yeah.
So talk about, like, your first, like, musical inspirations and shit. Like what? I know we was off the camera, we would kind of listen to a little music and stuff, talking about music and stuff. You would let me listen to a little bit of your taste. Like what were some of the things you were listening to growing up, like your parents had going on in the home and shit?
Like Destiny's Child. You know, my mama, she Hispanic, so I was listening to that. You know, the Hispanic stuff. Don't get me wrong though, like I'm Hispanic, but I can't really speak a lick of it.
Can't get down with
Yeah,
it.
everybody says that's so weird, but I didn't take the time to, which I wish I would have, but I ain't take the time to learn the language. But I love the music. My inspiration for music didn't even really have nothing to do with me playing the violin or anything like that. It was more of like I noticed that when I was going through tough times, I turned to music. You know what I'm saying? It kind of made me feel like it was therapy. So I felt like if I'm gonna make a change, I feel like everybody. Studies show that 95% of people listen to music. That's worldwide. That's
Right.
worldwide. So
Right.
it's like if I can make a change, that means I have to connect to people's ears. So that's where my inspiration came from.
That's dope. Like, did you ever see like a scene down there in Kissimmee growing up, or did you notice the scene in Macon growing up, the music scene?
Nah, it was Macon. Macon definitely brought the culture. Macon definitely inspired me. But only because, and this don't get me wrong, this gonna sound kind of like weird, but I was doing things for certain artists already on the back end without my own company, without
Damn.
stuff like that. I was already helping people ask me my opinion and stuff like that. So I'm
Okay,
like,
okay.
after a while, I started to feel used.
Yeah.
I started to feel like you ain't about to, you know what I'm saying? So I started my own thing. Like now I'm finna come up with something.
Okay. Okay. So, what made you like, become an entrepreneur?
When I first started, so I had a kid, early. I found out I was pregnant my second semester of my senior year. And, a lot of people will take a different route when you find stuff out like that, but I didn't. I was supposed to, everybody imagined me, I was an honor student, so like everybody imagined me going straight to college, and so I didn't get to do that. So I had a plan when I first started at Geico. At Geico, you have 6 years until you're fully vested to get your 401k. So at year 2, I'm already coming up like, okay, so boom, at year 5, I need to have a business. I always thought it was going to be like a shoe store, like a Foot Locker or something. But you're going to have a business at year 5, and then you're going to take that whole year until year 6 to make sure your business is making money type stuff. So I'm at year 5. I hit year 5 on November 12th. And before year 5 even hit, last October, I was going through a lot. My car broke down. The dude I was messing with wasn't acting right, stuff like that. So I shut the world out. I shut the entire world. I told all my peoples, like, I love y'all. If you need me, I'm here. But I'm about to take some time to myself. So in that time where I was by myself, I wasn't, having sex. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't smoking. I wasn't doing nothing. In that time, I came up with a company. I came up with a way to, like, really. Because I have a child, so it's like, I feel like the world that I want her to live in, I want to be able to make a change. I want to be able to shift the dynamic so she don't have to experience certain things that I did.
Sure.
So that's where a lot of my vision came from.
You went to college too, right?
I started college. I got accepted to Georgia State for psychology. Thank God I didn't go, because I don't got time to deal with the human brain. But then after the fact, I went to Middle Georgia for business. I didn't get to finish, but I do plan on finishing. Definitely.
Sure. All right. So, talk about starting a company and shit. Like, what was the process behind that? Get behind that.
The process. So basically, my process was, I let LegalZoom do all the like filing and stuff like that.
But what really, like, brought it to your attention that I need to have my paperwork straight?
Like I said, I was helping people and I wasn't getting the recognition. So then I was like, okay, I helped somebody. I did it out of the kindness of my heart. But then when the project dropped, I didn't hear nothing. Like there was my name went on nothing, and it hurt me. It hurt me. So like, and that's certain stuff that you supposed to get paid for. Yeah. That's certain things. Like I don't know if a lot of people know, but a director is supposed to get a minimum of $500 off the bat. So, and I didn't even just do certain things like directing. I'm producing. I'm helping you. You know, or put in order how you want your songs. I'm telling you, like I don't like that song. I like that song. That type of thing. So, I got my paperwork together. So now, anybody who approaches me, I have to go the legal route. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You got to pay for my opinion.
So, I remember we was, talking a little bit off camera, and one of the things we was talking about, you having a mentor. Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about your mentor.
One thing I can say for anybody who is on a journey but doesn't necessarily know what route to go on, I think that was my whole issue as far as like what steps to make or what moves is right and wrong. I would definitely say to get a mentor only because you have somebody who believes in your vision just as much as you do, and they're guiding you.
You feel like everyone should have one? A mentor?
I think so. That's even if it's just. I say stray away from family only because you already have a connection that goes deeper than you can imagine. Like, you said what?
Stray away from family?
As a mentor, yeah. Like
your family
can't be your mentor. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I respect everything my mom and my daddy say, but I don't necessarily feel like they don't want me to make no wrong decisions. So their vision is already like it's biased. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't necessarily know the moves. I have to make certain moves that you probably won't even agree with. So just so I can fund what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can. So a mentor, I feel like is just somebody that you trust, somebody that you know if they're giving you this. With my mentor, Andreas Cook, shout out to Andreas Cook. My mentor, I literally ask him, anything I ask him, I know that he's not guiding me in the wrong way or...
He don't got no alternative
motives. He ain't got no alternative motives. And it's a like benefit type of thing. I benefit off of him and he also benefits off of me. So a mentor is definitely necessary. That's for anybody though. I would advise whatever path my young one wants to make, I would definitely advise her to find somebody that has knowledge in that field.
Yeah. So we was talking about the management a little bit, our camera and stuff, and we were just talking about working together. I've been looking for a manager for a long time, and we were just talking, and a lot of we just like-minded. We clicked, and 2024 is gonna be a good year, man. We're
going up.
Yeah, we still working on building and stuff. But
so you talking about the part where I said you had episode 1 and I was asking you what was the reason why y'all discussed relationships?
Right.
What's the reason?
Cause the like it's a prominent topic like always. Like in the media, a lot of the major media sites, they always pushing public relationships, stuff like that. Like they always invested in other people's relationships, stuff like that. So that's something they always pushing. That's something people always talking about. So people always have different talking points about it and opinions about it, and it's podcasts on it. So it's basically like it's a hot topic. So one of the things that I kind of just learned from over the years, just hearing a lot of different conversations is people, well, not people, but it's in my opinion, I feel like it's a specific agenda where they trying to separate the black family. Mm-hmm. And, I want to start the conversation on, first holding like men holding men accountable, and the women holding women accountable. So we just, we just starting the conversation.
Okay, so what are some things that you feel like people should be held accountable for, in general, not just a man and women thing? What you think?
That just in general.
That's a good question.
I feel like people should be held accountable for anything that comes behind their name. That includes that includes like
that for sure.
Your child. That includes like your job, your car, your house. Like you should hold everything yourself accountable for the things that you got going on. You can't blame the world for why you don't have your stuff in line. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So yeah, accountability. But in a relationship aspect, like we talking about like survival of the family. And like the family like really like divided right now. I hear it a lot type, and I wouldn't even say it's everybody though, but I feel like it's targeted.
How many people you know married?
I actually have a homegirl. She just got married.
I'm saying, but is it a lot of people?
No, it's not. It's not. It isn't, but it's a beautiful thing. But that's true though. I feel like it's such a beautiful thing. It's just all about like. I think I told you we were having a conversation off camera previously, and I was saying how people don't really understand the concept of through thick and thin, or like for better or worse. And you go through certain things that you don't necessarily agree on. I feel like on the women's side, we're sticking to our boundaries, or we're at least trying to. But on the man's side, it's more of like, men, they don't really commit, or they don't really feel safe in a relationship if their situation ain't in line, like money wise or just mentally. So you can't really blame either party for the relationship not working. Like it's all about communication.
Right. Do you feel like it's a like a gender like that pitting like the men versus the women right now?
I feel like the way people think is toxic. So
right.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. Like I feel like people just trying to tear each other down, and that's one of the things I said. Like, I didn't deal with it experience-wise, just because you might be in a certain situation, but at the same time, like I feel like in a woman, you having that nurturing spirit, like just start building the men up around you. You know what I mean? Start uplifting the people around you, and that shit go both ways. It ain't just the women.
So how do you feel? What is your perception on female masculinity, like, or male? Males. I feel like there is a such thing as a masculine woman, a woman that doesn't really necessarily know how to let a guy lead her. But that just comes with everything that person has been through. I just learned to be more feminine. Like I feel like I was more on the masculine side as far as like handling everything and not really wanting anybody to like lead. But
right.
But I'm definitely coming to understand that we're put on this earth to find a partner.
Mm-hmm.
So you had your daddy on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, my dad was active, definitely.
And that's why we talking about the family.
But he was. It wasn't like my biological dad though. I had,
So maybe that's
but no. He treated me like that's my daddy.
You still
yeah. Mhm.
But that's why we talking about the family though. That's the reason. That's the
yeah.
That's the reason for it. You know what I mean? Because we got to start having that conversation because otherwise like we just getting separated, and in the long run, in order to survive, we got to stick together. And right now we ain't doing good. We ain't doing well. We just had the highs. Last year we just had the.
So what made you interested in like this specific topic. You said that it's popular, but does it hit home for you? Like, do you feel some type of way about it?
Yeah. Just in life, like, I definitely be having a lot of interesting relationships and shit like that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
They're all interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely real interesting for sure.
But
Yeah, so
I don't know. I feel like things just get too deep too quickly. Like, it should be. I think when you know is right is when it feels easy. It feels comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
But what if when you're young, you just having fun, you ain't just thinking about, you ain't thinking about, you know, young people right now ain't thinking about
Right.
no type of long term.
Right.
But
You can say that about older people too, cause I consider myself I was born in 2000, so I consider myself one of the younger people. But I've dated older. I'm more attracted to older people, but I feel like they're not ready either. It ain't an age thing.
Right.
It's the mentality.
Yes, the mindset.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Down that deep.
So I can't necessarily say like it's a younger type of thing, but I can agree that younger people are a little bit more off the chain.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The new generation, like it's so different now. Like everything, like I was telling this story. Like I was talking to this 18-year-old girl. Like she had 2 kids, but she barely could read. She barely could talk.
Wow.
And it was sad. Like I was telling her how, like, you know, you need to just trying to give her some advice, and she like took offense. I was trying to explain, like, you know, because she ain't have her father and her life growing up.
Right.
I was trying to explain, like, you know, because of that, you might got a sort of resent for men psychologically.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it might be hard for you to receive certain messages.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, and she ain't really want to receive that, but it definitely.
No, you hit her. You hit her hard.
Yeah.
You hit her hard because hey, sometimes I feel like with women, you just gotta accept it. Like that I have had resentment from men. I feel like I definitely had that, and that affected relationships.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? No, I don't feel like it's all men, but I feel like there's certain things. It's not just a women thing. Women and men have triggers.
Yeah.
We got triggers. So as soon as you do something that I recognize, it's like, oh. So yeah, we got triggers, man. People don't acknowledge that. They don't want to take accountability for. It could be your fault.
Yeah.
It could be my fault, maybe. Yeah, I probably messed it up, but hey, you ain't want to stick through the thick and thin. Like, it's just, I ain't really got no other issues besides, I feel like we all don't have issues besides, like, we don't really trust a lot of people.
You think it's because people be having, they feel like you're having options? People just feeling like, oh, shit.
Probably, but that's child's play. That's child's play if you can't commit because you have options. We all got options.
And then you got social media out here. Like, social media changed like life in general. You know, not too much into it, but like the Industrial Revolution and the AI and just having what's the word? Accessibility, pretty much.
Right.
Cars, internet, phones, like so much accessibility now. Like people get spoiled and shit, and shit like fuck your mind, or you get addicted to the shit.
Right.
And the natural way of living, like that ain't what we going by no more. It's just like what's going on now, but we done veered so far from, you know, our natural way. You know, people they get lost, and you really gotta be in tune with yourself for real.
Right.
in order to know what's going on out here.
I think that's probably the scariest part of entering, like, putting yourself in like a limelight. I think that's the scariest part, is like losing yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. I feel like I became different over the years, but it's been better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be a better person. You don't want to lose yourself in what everybody else thinks. That's scary.
Yeah. What you think about just like the internet and social media and stuff like that? I mean, cause I'm coming from a different perspective. Like, I'm a 90s baby, so like coming up for me, like, it really like we, and then not only that, just being from a smaller town too, like we were more like family orientated, shit like that. So
You said we ill?
nah, just like growing up, hey, down there in Millerville and shit, like, cause everybody like, everybody,
See, that's what the structure was. That's what they moved it to.
I feel like that's how it's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, like I spent a lot of time like just around my family and shit, like growing up, and I really wasn't. I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of video games and shit growing up, but it wasn't like computer wasn't really out like that
Right.
yet. That shit wasn't like in people's homes and shit like that yet. You know what I'm saying? And eventually like, it got to that point, but probably like more so for you, like as soon as you came in, that's all you really pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't that. I'm young. I'm young.
Old
But I don't really remember being on like a computer and stuff like that. Yeah, they had them, but we was outside. So
they still was around.
yeah,
Though.
but I don't really remember like all that.
And then phones and
Oh yeah, nah.
like we ain't have like cell
Just typing.
goddamn. Yeah, what you think about that though? Just with the technology and social media, like you feel like that play a part like in like the downfall of like relationships and just really people like sticking together.
family too. Relationships.
You think social media messes up families?
I mean, I feel like social media messes up.
I can bring examples of people bringing their family business to social media.
Oh yeah. Well,
So,
yeah.
like-
Nah, I wouldn't even play like that, but
You know what I'm
yeah, that's crazy.
saying? It happens. Yeah.
We don't do.
Yeah, that's wild.
But if you put it in that perspective, then yeah, I feel like social media plays a part.
Yeah.
Definitely in relationships, though. I've seen that.
Relationships.
I don't feel like the world should know anything that goes on behind them doors. Like,
Yeah, that's for sure. So do you feel like in relationships, do you feel like you were toxic more, or you feel like the man you were messing with like more toxic?
in the past, it was me. But but I'm not gonna spill my business on this camera. But I've had bad experiences at an early age.
Sure.
So I was really just trying to get out the mindset that everybody's gonna be this way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But now I feel like I'm good. I communicate. I don't leave nothing unknown. There's no room for assumptions. That's it. That's the. I ain't gonna, cause I don't want nobody to do that to me.
So what you think about like I think you said something about it earlier, like the masculine women and just basically like the roles basically being in reverse. Do you feel like that came about? Like how you feel like that came about?
I feel like that came about when like I don't know. I feel like it's more of like a women thing, but men have tendencies. Men can have female tendencies, especially when their emotions are messed with. Like, But that I feel like that's kind of just like a mutual feeling. It ain't like whatever. But I think that everybody just fucked up.
Yeah, everything fucked up, man.
Excuse my language, but
What
yeah.
you feel like everything like over sexualized right now? What you think?
Yeah, cause when if you remove, I've done like abstinence. So if you remove yourself from, in that time frame that I did do it, I felt more focused.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on a mission. Like,
Yeah. Let's talk about that. 'Cause I did that before too. I did like a whole dopamine detox. Did it a couple times, but it definitely was like a real spiritual experience. You know what I'm saying?
just to sit with yourself.
Yeah, you definitely get brought close to yourself. So talk about like what made you get into that, and the whole experience.
Well, like I said, when October, like I told you my car messed up, and then I didn't have the means to fix my car, so I didn't know like this is my transportation. This is how I bust my moves, and then the dude I'm messing with ain't really like, so things just kept happening back to back to back to back. So I'm starting to realize like you got to change something that's going on in your life. Like you got to change the way you moving or something, because why is all this bad stuff happening? Sometimes you just got to knock some people off. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from certain people. Sometimes you have to like change the way you eating. Sometimes you just have to, it goes that deep. And I don't know. That's when I went abstinent, because I personally just didn't trust nobody no more.
So how long, like, amongst the other things, like, how long was that for? Yeah.
Like 8-9 months.
Yeah. What were some of those things that, those kind of...
Now, the temptation was there.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Was it just like the sex, or was it like other things too? Cause like with me, like for instance, right? So when I did my dopamine detox, I really wasn't listening to music. Now, granted, just like you said, everybody listen to music, so it like I couldn't hop in somebody else's car and it was, I heard music. But me personally, cutting it on, I ain't listening to music. No sex.
Wow. You shut the world out. Whoa.
I was on a diet. I pretty much went vegan. What else? I don't even think I was watching TV and shit. I was reading books and shit. Working out.
Focused.
Yeah, just based on some Zen shit. But was it anything like that for you? Was it?
It was more of just like a mental thing, and that's when, mind you, I told you I was creating a whole business at that time. Yeah. Like that's when I just went straight into a business, and I never looked back. Like I just went straight into it, and now I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. We were talking about some projects and stuff, like talk about like directing, like what made you get into directing, and what's your directing style, and talk about your projects and stuff.
So when I came up with this idea that on Disney Channel when they used to do like they'll get all the cast members, and they'll like once every year they'll get all the cast members, and then they'll like sing like a project type of thing. I know what you're talking about. So I came up, a whole album. So I came up with the idea. I was like, I got to do something different that ain't nobody else doing right here. Everything that I do, I try to do like different. Right. But I don't mind doing certain things that people have done. It's just I want to be like unique. So I did that. I did Where's the Love. It was like a social acts project. So I started this thing where like once every year I'm gonna do a social acts project. Like last year I did Where's the Love. This year I don't know. I haven't figured out what cover I want to do, but I'm gonna get some more making artists. They gonna collab because you don't really see folks collabing like that.
Right.
You wouldn't expect these two people to be in one song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I always want to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get exclusive and just put an album out.
You should.
Shoot. That shit dope. Yeah, we can work on something together. Sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, we put something together. Sure.
Gotcha.
What you feel like your purpose is in life?
I feel like my purpose in life is to make a big enough impact that it changes something. Like make a big enough impact that people remember me.
Like
I don't know what exactly, like I wanted to help so many people. I just don't. I feel like when I speak, people listen.
Yeah.
So my voice, I use that. I'm an honest person. I'm just now getting more comfortable in front of like the camera, but by myself. Mm-hmm. So I can like speak to the camera and give eye contact, and just be honest on a platform. Sure. I feel like people value honesty. Sure. So my purpose is to just give raw, unique, uncut like content.
Like I want you to kind of like expound more on that, like more so like more than business. Like what's your not even necessarily spiritually though, but like what do you feel like you here for?
That's deep. I don't know what. That's deep. Wow, you caught me with that one. I've been answering them. What am I here for? I love. I'm here to love.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if that's spiritual or not, but I'm a loving person. I work hard, so I'm here to spread the love.
Okay, so so you got people that you love, so all right, so we all not gonna be here forever. So like what you I know you got the business and stuff like, but like what specifically like do you plan on passing to your love?
Ooh, to my baby. You mean like to my child? I mean, she I just want to build that. I'm building a legacy for her.
Right.
But I guess that's what I'm figuring out now. Like what I will be leaving off to my child. I mean, she act just like me, so that's why I changed my life.
What's something that you will really want to teach her, like, when she get older and she watch this someday, like what's something that you want her to know?
I want my baby to know that she just need to mind her business. If you mind your business, you will make it, baby. You will make it through life. Just stay focused. Don't give up.
Mind your business. That's one of my favorite chapters in Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, just mind your business, please.
Poor Dad, one of my favorite chapters.
Yeah.
So mind your business.
I ain't gonna lie. That's one of like our values. Like just mind your business.
Sure. Nah, I agree. Like minding your business, man. Like a lot of people be, and that kind of go back to social media.
That's how people get into it. Like,
yeah, like if you weren't even on social media, you wouldn't even know about other people business. Or if it wasn't for it, but I mean, I ain't trying to rant on social media.
No, I get it, but yeah, that ties back into it.
Like, I don't know, that shit crazy. It's rampant out here.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, man. What's on y'all mind, man? I just with me, man. I just want to come together, man. I want everybody to come together. I want everybody
That's
to.
the ultimate goal.
Fast.
We need less separation, more unity. You feel me? Cause there's a lot of us lost out here, right? Right? And there's a lot of us, you know. There's a lot of us aware, conscious, you know.
So.
Yeah.
And just like I said, like with the, just with the accountability aspect, like I want, just like me and the brothers, like we gonna start holding each other accountable. You know, I mean, we already been on it anyway, but you know, we just holding each other accountable. We just like that's what we on, and eventually, like we'll start, tightening up on our end, and then just spreading the message to the women, and then y'all hold each other accountable, and then hopefully the unit will come back together. You know what I'm saying? Over time, that's the goal. So.
Okay, so what is your form of holding accountable? What's your form like? How does that look to you?
I mean, all type of way. Like, first of all, I just lead my example though,
Okay.
and just trying to grow, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's every day, and just trying to promote the balance between the heart and the mind. You know what I'm saying? Everything start with a thought first, and we move through life, through our emotions and stuff. We're just keeping everything balanced with that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I think it has to be a balance between like the heart and mind.
So, always.
You agree?
So,
You got a topic?
that's the topic.
Mm-hmm.
I do got topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can talk about the aliens. You believe in aliens?
Okay, that's a good one. I don't know. I'm just scared if they are real. I don't know if they're real or not. You believe in them? You seen the UFO? I heard people saying they seen the UFO.
Open minded.
Everybody seeing things in the sky, man. It's sunlight on the water too.
You believe the Earth is flat?
Mm-hmm.
Do
Yeah, do you?
something like that? Or I'm just open minded to everything. I believe everything.
You
to a certain
believe
degree.
everything?
Nah, not like that, but I just listen to everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, not everything, but I'm saying like if it's a conspiracy theory, do you feel like okay? Let's talk about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I listen to
You
it.
wouldn't pay attention to it.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe the conspiracy, but I would pay attention to it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking into it. I ain't even.
I'm curious. I ain't gonna, I'm gonna lie. I'm curious, but I can't get too deep.
What's the craziest thing you heard?
The craziest thing I heard right now is the whole this ain't like aliens, but the whole TD Jakes thing, that is crazy.
Craziest thing you ever heard?
No, but it's crazy right now. That's like the juiciest
No, I mean
thing.
like the conspiracy theory, like crazy thing you ever heard, like the shit that just.
My bad.
I feel you on that though too. That crazy.
But probably I can't believe we still haven't seen the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, that's deep.
Honestly, that's one of the craziest things. I love water, but that's deep.
Yeah, I was looking at something the other day, and they were talking about sharks and shit, and how long sharks, sharks been here longer than trees.
Wow.
And the dolphins too.
I didn't know
Cause
that.
they can swim so low in the ocean and that shit, so they survive.
So the sharks seen the bottom of the ocean?
Possibly.
Wow.
because they survived either 5 or 7 different extinction periods.
You're not that big.
So yeah,
They been not that big. They so
like 450 million years old
Wow.
they was out here on the dinosaurs.
type shit.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So,
That's
wow.
a little fact about the ocean.
They say there's an ocean up under the ocean.
Right.
I believe that.
Ocean up under the ocean.
Okay. What's the
We
weirdest
should-
thing, the craziest conspiracy theory you've heard? Or you?
Craziest one. About the switch one. The sound. I say that's a crazy one.
What happened in Switzerland?
Probably the CERN.
The sun machine where they control the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, they about to,
I mean, if they can control time, like, well, I'm pretty sure they can control the weather.
if they can control it.
Whoever is controlling the time,
Are they controlling time out here?
you don't believe that?
Uh-uh.
I do.
Man, just make, they control the daytime.
Chill up.
They can, I mean, what kind of time? I mean, they probably do, I don't know. They do got something going on. I do be sitting like,
Okay, but the weather, that's wild. That's wild. That is crazy.
I'll probably say I've been looking at some. I can't say it's the crazy, but just at the top of my mind, like I shouldn't even say this shit. I don't even think I'm saying. Yeah, I ain't gonna. It is that crazy. Yeah, I ain't even gonna really speak on it.